Canes will kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Blackwell. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will have the opening possession of the game. This rivalry is one of the most storied, at least in the modern generation of college football, but last year sort of left a bad taste in everyone's mouth in Tallahassee as it just never was competitive.
It was a dominant win by the Canes. I mean, they had 445 yards. Florida State had 248. This was a beatdown. You could clearly see the balance with Miami's offense. Running the football for over 200, throwing for over 200. They did what they wanted at will.
I think that's the thing. You know, everybody went into that one expecting to see Cam Ward just light it up. Very pedestrian day for the Hurricanes. Throwing it, you're right, David. It was the Oregon State transfer, Damian Martinez, that went to work on the ground. They were more physical. It's exactly what Mario Cristobal wants this football team to be. Can Florida State match that physicality today in the trenches?
To the air, it's Castellanos. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country, and how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play?
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Fine play action. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Hits him inside the 20, still going. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
They go to the ground. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Things did not go their way in ACC play last year. This year, an opportunity maybe to turn things around.
And we've seen people in this league turn things around. The ACC every year, it seems like, like Reese, you always say, spinning that wheel of destiny. Who's going to be in the championship game? So it's not unheard of that you can have a bad season and turn it around. So, Jesse, a lot of examples to point to as they kick off this season.
Yeah, it is critical then to get off to a fast start. Right? They've got to come out here in their first conference game in ACC play and put it all together. Offense has to march the ball, score points. Defense needs to get some stops and create some takeaways and set a standard for yourself throughout the course of the season.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these third and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Canes. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now here, second and long. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Makes the grab down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Good news for this offense is it hasn't taken them a long time to get into a rhythm in the passing game. That's already his 100th completion on the season. Put up some big numbers this year if they keep up.
Oh, he's got some space. It's a seam wide open. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Might as well give it to him again. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an...
He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Florida State! Extra point here will tie the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The give to the back. Turning it on! They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it, too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chance, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Back to throw, it's back. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow. Allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. Great place to start for this offense. Leaves it with the back. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Williams. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Snap in the shotgun. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, they make it free. Touchdown, Seminoles. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
That play right there may take a year off of the head coach's life. He thought his offense was going in for an easy score. They fumbled it. Could have been a disaster, but very lucky to pounce on it. They get the touchdown regardless.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Back to throw, it's Beck. Under fire. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. When you think of the significance of these two programs in the history of college football, remarkable that they've only been playing since 1951.
It's crazy because there's so many games you can pull out of your brain, Reese, and I'm sure because you were born then when the first when this rivalry started, that so many games that were so important, that had such big implications, Jesse.
Yeah, it seems like over the course of 3 decades, right? The 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, every time these two teams played, Miami and Florida State, we were talking about how it would impact the national championship picture. This really has been one of the better rivalries in the sport, even though it's really not that old.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down, but they're going to run the football. So them getting that...
Turning on the Jets. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You know, it looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. You know, I know you don't say that very often. Most of the time they want to run out, you know, get the glory, catch the ball, but they got to do a good job of blocking. When you toss it on the perimeter, those guys are pivotal for this play to have success. Really good job blocking on the perimeter.
The best offenses are the ones that can run the football in the red zone when the defense knows it's coming. It's hard to throw the ball down in this area of the field. They go with the toss play and they pick up a big game.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Robinson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. The RPO. It's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Seminoles have this offense rolling. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. And that one is picked off in the end zone. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early.
Snags it down the right side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball is thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Makes the quick grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. The Noles can really attack on this second and short. The give is to Williams. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Looking to pass, it's Castellanos. The quick out. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. And the Noles will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Williams. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. There he goes. All out of space. Inside the... And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Noles!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Notre Dame is trailing right now, but they are not out of this. I remember Rocket Ismail wake up the echoes all by himself. Let's see if this group can come back. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Boise State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
Dropping back, it's Beck. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Florida State. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even what's turning out to be a really good football game. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. The play-action fake. He rifles one deep to the left. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass, unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield, wide open spaces. The 10. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Canes.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Caught behind the line. It's Robinson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Back to pass, it's Castellanos. Got him downfield. Lots of running room. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it in the 22-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. And they've regained the lead. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take the deep shot. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. And the Seminoles will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Using the quick game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
To the air, it's Beck. Fires to the big fella. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll go to the jet sweep to try to get the edge here. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, the thing about the jet sweep is oftentimes it gets the defense confused. They can't find the ball, but not that time. Great job of eye discipline defensively, finding who had the ball, and then using their speed to get there to make a nice turn.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. It'll be third and long. To the air, it's Castellanos. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Seminoles decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
The Seminoles send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Quick catch on third down. And the Canes get enough to move the chains.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He can't make the catch, and over the middle of the field, sometimes you hear those footsteps. It's third down.
You know, sometimes wide receivers are so eager to get upfield once they have the ball. They take their eyes away. You really got to do a good job looking it in and securing the catch.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Scanning the field. It's Beck. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. And the Hurricanes have their offense in high gear. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
And oftentimes running backs love dropping this because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Hurricanes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's a heat. Got out of trouble and throws. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll try the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Right back to him on the ground. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent third down defense, and 4th down's coming up. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And we've got a deadlock here in the 3rd quarter. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Ohio State is in front. They've led for most of the game. However, Brutus isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Minnesota. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Got it in the middle, it's Pittman. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this third down. They'll move the wide receiver. Snap from the gun on third down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Touchdown, Miami. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. You got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner will be brought down. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Quarterback on the keeper. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed.
Nowhere to go. The ball is loose. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down.
And set. A loss of 5 yards on the play. Number 43 on to kick it away.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's back. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Might be changing the route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man downfield. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Trying the left side. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
good timing on the quick out. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Wants to throw, it's Castellanos. Fires downfield. Connection to the right. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Pittman. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll run play action. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Give to the running back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. Now the play fake. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Here's the pressure. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for a man, it's Castellanos. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Man, this defense has been ruthless all game long. Individual effort. They've got guys up front winning their one-on-one matchups, and they have been terrorizing this quarterback.
Oh, they're after him! And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. That's caught. It's Pittman. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
Offense facing
On 4th down, going to the air. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics at 4th down, said it, go for it. They trust the quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big 1st down.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Back to pass. Floating away. Going to try to get it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Looking to throw for it. Buys a little time with his feet. Finds a crease at the 20. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Noles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Pittman. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the owner?
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Georgia has the lead right now, but they have not been able to separate themselves just yet between the hedges of Sanford Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Kentucky. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it.
He's loose. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Dances away to buy time. Pulls it in. It's Carney. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He wants to change this route. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Grabbed in the middle, it's Moore. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And Jesse, he just keeps piling up numbers, over 350 yards for the game.
And I feel like from the get-go, Reese, this guy's just been in a great rhythm all game long. He just seems like he's dialed in, and man, he's been accurate throwing the rock.
Wants to go up top on first down. Steps away. Not quite able to turn that corner and get it to the house. He's out of bounds at the 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. He makes a grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
They're going to run it. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. And the D denied him on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. On the ground. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. A rivalry defined by wide rights, wide lefts, mascot arrest went right down the middle, and a well-earned victory